Alright guys, just wanted to show you some tips on what you should do on day one. I've gone through some of the beginning. Make sure you use all of your quick battles every day. I started the server late, so I'm barely hitting 25. You should be able to hit well into the 30s. If we look at the leaderboards for combat power, maybe not the first one, but probably one of these guys is free to play. And you can see they're 34. Scroll down a little bit. 30. So 34 is probably wrong. So 30, you should be at least around 30 if you started right away. So another tip here is to show you, let me get through this real quick. Just want to make sure you guys see roughly everything at the end of how day one should roughly look like. I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible. So when I did this originally, a bunch of times I never saw this Dragon Rally, so I'm not going to collect these rewards because I don't know if it'll be there for you guys. Same in the future. This month giveaway, I'm not collecting any of this because this ends August 9th, and by the time you guys are probably watching this, it might not even be available, so I'm not going to collect any of those gems either. Make sure you do your dailies. For here, I'm always accepting 60 gems plus. This is a great one to accept early as well. Once you have all the rewards from, I'll show you in a second. Once you have all the rewards from this hero portrait at the top, it goes up to 50k, then I no longer accept those 30 for the epics, just gems. So another place to get power, as you can see, like I just kind of pushed. This is the roster I was using. Make sure you collect all of these as you get it. They're gems. Anything with like a red dot, go peek and make sure you collect it. For tower, I could really try and push, but I'm just trying to make it realistic. Like, oh, I'm stuck here. Just don't have the power. So places that you can get power throughout the game is make sure you go here, rank up all of your 4-star food to 5. And then from here, always make sure you go in here and rank up your food. So I can send her. Actually don't want to use that right there for them. So I know I'm going to be using her, so I'll send Lord of Time. And once I have another champ, I'll feed her, but I'm not going to at this second. For the moment, I'm actually just going to send this champion, even though I'm not using it. I'm just going to send them up because tomorrow I know I'll be ascending up. Well, in a few hours, I'll be ascending up Celestial Spear, and I'll need a 1-star. When you ascend champions, you're obviously getting this, which boosts your power. For day one here, I'm always buying arena tokens and scrolls, essentially. Basically what's in the guide. I should have bought that too. See, this is really lucky here. And this, guys, you definitely should buy. I'm going to skip it because you're not going to get that lucky. For day one, I buy both elemental crystals. And I'm just going to pull them now. And I usually just pull in the light, dark. Yep. So on day one, you should be around 6. Maybe 7 if you got one in the trade center. Claim. Make sure you guys are claiming all this as well. These little rewards is one time at the side. Sometimes it's easy to miss. Some more scrolls. Claim all your scrolls. Yeah, it's going to take me a little bit longer. Maybe I should have pushed a little bit further. I just wanted to make sure you guys saw everything. So I'm always just pulling all the stuff. And there's one more in here, I think. No, I am actually going to ascend this champion because I know I can backtrack them if I want to later. I'll just use these. I can't. The computer makes it hard. I'm used to my phone. Send her up. Actually, let's level her up more. All right, so another tip I want to show you is you go here. Whenever you get here, these loaded dice, you want to use them on either this chest or other dice. So I know I can reach it with 6, so I'm going to roll 6. And hope I get gems. I got a scroll, it's fine. Always buy, I bought them earlier, but always purchase the dice every day. And up here, when you get this event, always choose the gems if they're available. If they're not available, you can choose what you want. So let's get through this real quick. Just got to get just working towards getting the chest. So another chest in view, another 6. You always just count it out. Gems, perfect, right? We're almost at the 10, I believe. We're not quite to 6. One more roll. Count it out. It's a 5. And I'll just stop here for now. It's fine. We got that done. I started late, and you should do the daily every day. So I'm just gonna hit that up once. You shouldn't use that, but I'm just doing it because I started late. If you played from the beginning, you'd eventually get enough free rolls to do it yourself. As always, make sure you're hitting all that. So one thing you should always buy is this necessary supplies. And the reason why you should buy it is because at the very end, it costs $4.99, but you get 500 back at the end. So I would call, I guess, long-term investment, 100% worth buying. In the shop, I think I already bought it. You should buy this for gems. It's a one-time guaranteed. Make sure you get that in the shop. It's right here. Is there something else? Over in the bonus section in the level bundle, if you hit details, make sure you're buying these as you get them filled up. It gives you more experience and bigger other rewards. All right. Let's see if we can just push this last one. I'm not even sure. May or may not be strong enough today. We can do it tomorrow. It's not a big deal. Try it once real quick. It's a very simple team right here that everyone should have potential of getting depending upon what you fold. Probably not going to clear though. It's not going to look like I have enough damage. We'll see though. There is a chance because we're going to kill Celestial Spear there. Yeah, we're definitely not going to have enough damage. But, Just goes to show you it's fine to not get through it the first day, and it's definitely doable. It just depends on what you pull, and you should use your core champions. I'm just not going to use any core champions because I want to make sure everyone can see what it looks like without using core champions. So basically, I'm happy with here on day one. Like, I think if you're roughly here, I mean, the tower, you can push up further. It's not a big deal. Make sure you're collecting, obviously, all those. Everything gets power. I'm 214, nothing impressive. Now that we've gotten a tad bit stronger. Go through here, do my free raids after. Make sure I get this done because I have 8 battles. Should at least do 1. What are the boss? So you should read this. Rangers do more damage. Read what the boss does. I usually do this kind of setup. Front, it's all fine. Skip it, cool. Doesn't seem good, honestly, but we'll keep it. This is the one so we don't overcap. And yeah, so make sure your lineup is set for this. Same with arena. I'm honestly not going to really do arena at all. I'm just going to let it kind of roll through. See if it's possible to do like the bare minimum. I'll get through 100 battles, but I'm not going to really try and push rating. Yeah, and we'll just do one last test. Since we've gotten a little bit more power from when we started, maybe we can push through. And we did. So just like collecting, just by going and ascending some champions, and he's getting a little bit stronger, you know, pushing up. And it's basically the early game. It's just get as much resources as you can. And we'll just see. I'm not really too worried just about how far I push on day one. Day one's the easy day, honestly. You can not really make too much progress as long as you have the levels. That's the most important part on day one. Not buying anything in here at least until day 6 after I get the second cornet. Some more power. Yeah, basically the more you do, the more power you get. Pretty simple, straightforward. Is there anything I forgot that I want to mention? Make sure you're in the guild. You're doing a trial because they reset every day. You'll get some shards there. In the shop here, you want to buy the Book of Truth eventually when you get it. In this hero shop, you probably only want to buy the skin shards. And early on, I might buy a Lord of Time by going into this hero altar and decomposing champions. I'm not going to do it now. I'll do that in a later episode. The events, like I said, we have a full day over here. Like, we have time to do this stuff, so I'm not worried about it. Over here, this event wasn't, I think I said earlier, wasn't when I first started, so I'm not going to collect anything from here. It may or may not be. Everything extra that they give you is going to make it easier. Make sure you do all your redeem codes. I only did the first few permanent ones at the top of the Discord page. There's going to be a lot of rotating ones that have expiration dates, so I'm not going to use any of those. And yeah, we're looking good. So this is what I would say roughly you want to have for first start. I mean, and I'll check back with you tomorrow. See you guys.